Thanks, Jacob. Can you hear me okay out there? Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I first became aware of EMPs in the mid-90s. There was going to be a music museum in Seattle. And I got to know some of the people who were doing it. I was really impressed. Still am impressed by the approach to the music and the high standard, that level of that perspective. And I lived, 1999, I lived down the street when they were building the EMP and just watching the cranes with twisted I-beams just setting in perfectly. It was amazing, amazing structures. It's a real blessing to have this in Washington and in Seattle. I want to mention a few people. Dave Grohl. I love Dave, and he released a new record this week, and it rocks. And Dave's out there, and he works hard. He's never lost focus, and he's carrying the flame, the torch. He's out there packing the arenas and speaking to people. Kurt Cobain. I want to acknowledge some people here. My stepmom lived next door to the Cobains in like the 60s and the 70s. In the early days of the band, she would ask me about how are the Cobainis? She would call them, there's some Cobainis in the house. I know Vivi's here, Kurt's mom. Are you there? Yeah. Kim Cobain, Kurt's sister. With some hands. Somebody's good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Kurt Cobain. Here's a man who you could never get him to like clean his kitchen or take out the garbage or do those kind of chores, you know. But Kurt Cobain was not a lazy person. He was a compelled artist who excelled in any form that he wanted to do. Kurt, as we see in the exhibit, was an excellent painter. He did cartoons. He was a sculptor. I have this little sculpture of this writhing, weird spirit man. You know. So, Kurt Cobain, original. And of course he wrote so much music. And he was compelled to be an artist. He was a true artist. He had a natural talent, and that's what compelled him to share so many things with so many people. When I walked down the street, even tonight, people walked up to me and saying, Nirvana changed my life. And I think that's a testament to Kurt Cobain's vision. He was channeling, and what he put out there, and he spoke to so many people, and I owe him so much, I can't even start. And so many people owe Kurt Cobain. Nirvana started in Aberdeen, Washington, in 1987. Aberdeen's in the house. And we were fans of punk rock, American hard music. It was iconoclastic. It felt like we didn't fit in culture and society. Not necessarily in Aberdeen, but in most places. So we were drawn into this music, this art form, this community. A little Anarchy A there, which is a group of people associating, coming together with shared needs and values. So we found like-minded folks in Aberdeen, Montesano, Buzz Osborne, Dale Crover. Mrs. Crover, Mrs. Crover, I'm going to acknowledge her tonight for letting all these young people make a racket in this back room, in this alley, like it was on 3rd Street in Aberdeen. So we met with like-minded people, Olympia, Tacoma, Seattle, Bellingham, Ellensburg, Portland in the Northwest. And we had this network that we work with. And there's so many people here tonight that were part of that. If you were in a band, a fellow musician, or a fan who just made the music scene, or you owned a club, or you were a bartender, or or even he drove a beer truck. You know, that's all part of the opportunity. We came to Seattle, and we recorded a demo with Jack and Dino. Kurt Cobain paid like $300 or something for that demo, and he earned the money for that. He was a janitor, and he worked nights. They would go to clean dentist's office and medical places, and like busting with the nitrous and things like that. But he, you know, basically he cleaned toilets. That's how he paid for that demo. That's how hard he worked, and that's what he did. Okay. And so we had a recording studio, we had a label, Sub Pop Records, again, clubs, so many people were there in this community. And I started speaking tonight, I was talking about the EMP starting in the whole concept in the 1990s. And so it comes full circle that we still have that opportunity, we have opportunities for people to come together. Now we look at this community that created this phenomenon, and we honor, and we remember, and we learn from it. It's the 21st century, looking at the 20th century. Music in the early 90s, 80s, or whatever, and it's still going strong. Seattle, Washington State, great bands, people are making music. It rocks. What can I say? So, you know, thanks Jacob, EMP, for this great opportunity. The opportunity just to come out here tonight. I don't do a lot of these events. Don't come out very often, but for tonight, it's absolutely going to be here. So I just want to thank you all.
Thank you.